Here's two things that I've recently realized that narcissists do. The narcissist will not react to certain things when you want them to. I've particularly noticed this on Facebook. And I have a ton of toxic people in my family, so I would notice that the narcissistic family members, they would never interact with me on Facebook. They would never like a post or comment on a post or acknowledge a post. They sometimes would share things that I had posted and like take credit for it, but they would never ever like or comment on a post. So what they would do is they would wait until I saw them in person, and they would bring up a random post that I had made on Facebook from like months ago. And narcissists are so weird. They would always like misconstrue the post. They would say something to me like, "Oh, I saw you got really upset the other day. You had to wait for your oil change for 2 hours. You got really upset that day, didn't you?" So they would just throw it up in my face if they could, and they would just blatantly ignore anything good or funny that I had posted on Facebook. And really, it wouldn't even be that serious. It would be something that I had totally forgot about. And it's just weird that it's like they had made a mental note of that, and for them to wait like months, and then they can't wait until they get in front of you to like unleash this like comment on you, and you're like, what are you talking about? And with another family member, I had posted a picture of a pet on this family member's Facebook wall, and for like weeks and weeks this family member didn't say anything about the post about the cute pet. They didn't like or comment. They never brought it up until one day when I was talking to this family member on the phone, and they were sort of unleashing this nastiness on me and making very rude comments, probably about my weight or some decision that I had made, or guilt tripping me, shaming me for something as usual. And after they were done guilt tripping, shaming me, insulting me, she quickly switched attitudes and brought up the cute pet photo. It was so weird. It was like she had strategically used that to like spin on a dime in the middle of a conversation. So here's a couple of my theories on why they act this way. Well, the first one would be is that they just don't want to validate you. They don't want to validate the cute picture. They don't want to like offer you any support or camaraderie or friendliness. They don't want to do any of that. They don't want to give you any reason to smile. And also, they don't want to give you any attention. I can hear their words in my head right now. I'm not paying her any attention because she thinks she's all that. And also, another reason why they do this is so that you feel paranoid all the time, because you have to now worry about the narcissist watching everything that you post, and you just know it's going to come back to you later. And something else the narcissist will do, and many of you, I'm sure, are pretty aware of this, but this has been happening to me recently, is that the narcissist will nitpick you for an emotional response. And this is pretty useless on me because I've been working with toxic people for the better part of 2 decades. And so the narcissistic person that you work with or that you work under, they will have you constantly feeling like you're going to be fired or like you're not doing a good job at work, because it's like they're making up things as they go. And this is like leading by intimidation or ruling by threat or fear. And it's meant to make you, again, paranoid and nervous all the time. And so what I do is I simply just like, I'll just ignore it, honestly. Like when they email me and tell me like, oh, you've done this one thing wrong, And if I've never heard of it before, literally I'll just ignore it, because for me, I've learned that you cannot ask these people to clarify what they mean. You simply just have to say, okay, thanks, sorry, and move on. You cannot ask these people to clarify, because they will draw you into this circular conversation where they'll call you in for a meeting and they'll take up like an hour or two of your time, and they'll go to great lengths to like counsel you. And also, you don't want to like admit that you don't know something, because then that like puts them you're like on a watch list now, so they'll like monitor to make sure that you're going to do this one thing. Whereas like if you just brush it off, they don't get like excited or whatever about it, they just kind of let it go too. I mean, I can't remember all of your rules from your invisible made up rule book, so I'm not even going to try. Okay, that's all I have for the day, and Happy New Year to everyone, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks.